You're a rock star.
Yeah.
Get some.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I got a little excited.
Much excited.
Little mouse.
Whoa.
Oh, are those people in there?
In chat?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been talking while we're waiting.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Game God and Fubar were talking.
That is delish.
Yeah, took me
There
way
we
too long to
go.
get set up, but I filed my tax return. Yay!
Yay!
I'm getting $675 back.
Woo!
I still don't know if I'm getting anything.
I think you will.
Okay.
I'm just happy this mic setup worked and everything.
Oh yeah,
I haven't plugged it in forever into the computer.
it happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just works.
I guess we'll just wait until people start talking in chat here, and then we'll get going.
Post over here. Get an at everyone.
We finally live. I was only 2 trophies off of the platinum, by the way, for Subnautica.
Oh no!
I never hatched that friendly fish puppy thing.
Mm-hmm. Cuttlefish.
Because I never needed to hatch anything.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since, like, the first day I streamed, Nick was like, you don't need to care about eggs, they're pointless.
Except for the cuttlefish.
Yeah, the cuttlefish is
You could get
cute.
one of those really big aquariums
Uh-huh.
that can stack multiple levels
Ooh,
and hatch fish in it if you have the hatching enzyme,
that's cool.
including
No, you don't need
cuttlefish.
the hatching enzyme.
That's
I-
cool.
I thought.
But you never did that.
No, because no one told me.
I just said you don't need to worry about it at the beginning.
So yeah, I didn't do that, and then I didn't find the last Degassi base. I think it was in, like, the D part where the blue bulbs are.
Yeah.
I didn't find that one, so that was it. I would have had the platinum otherwise, so... Maybe I need to refresh my chat.
I don't see anyone.
People were talking when we weren't streaming. Do you need sipper? Kingdom Hearts 3 tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Kingdom Hearts 3 tomorrow at 10 o'clock.
There's Jack.
At work.
Huh?
I'm gonna have to drive myself to work tomorrow.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. Here's what happened. I filed my tax return at 11:30, and then I had to set up all of these stupid numbers. That one is smaller than that too. That's gonna bug me. Next one is smaller than everything else.
Actually,
Oh,
it's
well.
not small. Yeah, it is smaller. Oh crap,
Yeah.
that's gonna bug me now.
You're welcome.
I thought it was just above it.
And then, because each of these numbers is an individual thing, you have to add in, go and type, choose the size, and, well, you don't get to choose the size, you gotta size it yourself. And then, you gotta choose the color, so you can help identify the difference between the two. And then, you can't copy it, the copy and paste didn't work on the numbers, so I had to retype through all those. I had to make sure that I placed all of these game images so they looked good, not poopy.
Yeah.
Took way too long. It took like 20 plus minutes. I'm sorry, Fubar. I didn't expect to get my $10.99 back. So now, I'm officially filed. Now I just gotta wait for the cash.
Yee. Okay.
And now that's done. Now I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. Where's everyone else? We had two people talking in here besides Jack.
Game got you in here?
Hey, Game God should be in here. You should at least have those two.
Yeah. It's fine. We'll wait a couple more minutes here.
Oh yeah. God, there's so many games that I wanted to play this year. I just didn't get around to them.
Mm-hmm.
So many.
Badoop, badoop, badoop. I'll look at something while we're waiting here.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah, I got it all set up. I have no idea how long it's going to take to talk, but...
No clue. We gotta switch around.
So I remember our first E3 podcast, that took like 2 hours to discuss everything.
Oh yeah,
It's great.
E3 was a huge one though.
Except there was a lot of us talking in that one. There was like 4 or 5 of us talking in that one.
Oh yeah. And it's just you and me right now.
Yep.
I don't think Jack has enough for a top 5.
I don't know. He might.
Jack, have you
Play
played
some stuff.
5 games of this year, at least? Or more? And wait for the delay. I mean, if Anthem actually turns out to be good, it might actually start doing things. Might start turning things around. Would be definitely a breath of fresh air for BioWare. From the hole that they are in right now. Hey, we got Jin!
Yeah, cool. What's up, Jin?
If Spider-Man isn't in the top 5, I'm gonna cut you. Well, David, is he gonna cut us? He's gonna have to find out.
Spider-Man isn't in top 5 and you're going to cut me? Oh no, Jin.
Also, yesterday when I was playing Slime Rank, someone tried to pull the Alt F4 trick on me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. In the most
Wow.
stupidly obvious way ever. I was like, really?
That's silly.
Yeah. Stupid trolls.
Number 1, Fallout 76. Yeah, right?
Yeah. That game.
And it's not bad.
Yeah, it's just.
I mean,
could've been so much better.
I did trade it in to help pay off Kingdom Hearts 3, but it's not bad.
Yeah, it could have been so much better.
It's not as bad as everybody tried to make it seem.
It's so much better.
Like, that was like the game to just dump on this year.
Yeah. That and Battlefront. It was still kind of a dumping round of it.
Mm-hmm.
That and Call of Duty. Now Activision is starting to get the negative press that EA's been avoiding. And I'm sad for Blizzard.
Mm-hmm.
So you have good games there, and they're just gonna go down the train pretty much.
Fallout 76 needs its own category. What most overhated game for no reason,
Yeah.
other than it helped get you views and clicks on YouTube. And Jess is here. Say hi, Jess.
Hello.
She's the pile of blankets.
Yes.
She is here for color commentary.
Yes.
See, colorful.
Slightly.
Hunchback and Notre Jess.
Oh my god. In my tower of blankets.
Sanctuary.
Yes.
Y'all.
Yes.
Death to all AAA developers? Well, I say death to greedy publishers such as EA and Activision.
Yeah.
Developers are usually pretty okay. Well, let's get started! There's people in here.
Let's get started.
So, Nick, what did you think of 2018 overall as a gaming?
Too many games! Too many games! Too many games! Like,
Not enough time.
I could take about a day's worth of time just writing down every honorable mention that should be here. Of all the games.
That's true. If you had 2 honorable mentions to choose, which ones would they be? Which ones didn't make the cut?
And God of War.
Why? Go on.
Detroit Become Human because of the amazing game that it became. And it still is like on a roll to go up in terms of popularity. And God of War because of the change in pace that it was able to achieve without losing the fun.
Good point. Good
like,
point.
The combat is a huge thing of that game. And they didn't lose it. They didn't lose that fun.
Fubar says Quiet Man actually number 1. You're right. I gotta throw this whole list down. Forgot about the Quiet Man. Yeah, that stuff wasn't very good, Jin, but I feel like before that, people were jumping down the game pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, what they didn't help with that kind of stuff for sure.
Yeah, it's a dumpster fire right now.
I don't know. I feel like people didn't understand that it's a spin-off game where they were trying something different.
Yeah. Like, for me, I don't mind a game that doesn't have NPCs. It can be fun.
And technically it had NPCs, they just weren't human.
Yeah, they were robots and voice logs and a few, like, monster NPCs.
Yes. A few honorable mentions for me for the games that didn't make it to the top 5. You guys ready? Okay. Actually, I haven't decided beforehand. Because there were a lot of good games that didn't make the top 5 for me. I'm going to go with Far Cry 5 for being a surprisingly enjoyable game. It had really interesting villains. The gunplay was fun. And it had a really surprising ending I didn't see coming. So, I recommend it.
Be honest, you're giving it that honorable mention because of the bear.
Well, I mean, Cheeseburger is best bear. So, if any game ever has a animal named Cheeseburger in it, you get bonus points. If I ever have a bear, I'm going to name it Cheeseburger.
I'd get a bear.
And we'll name him Cheeseburger.
Okay.
Okay, deal. And that's relationships. And see, my other one would be... I got choices to make here.
Yeah.
Uh,
I had 7 to pick from.
I'll say Spider-Man.
Really?
A very fun game. Really enjoyed the combat and just swinging around. The story was a really good version of a Spider-Man cartoon. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I got the Platinum Trophy on it because it was very easy to get. I had a very good time, but it didn't quite make the cut. There were just 5 other games I thought either I had more fun with, or either had a bigger impact on me, or did something more creative.
Yeah.
Yeah, that plastic bag thing was no good, Fubar. That's why you said... I heard about that, Jin. I'm not salty. I don't feel betrayed. It's fine. It's fine.
You know, Jin, it might have been one of my honorable mentions that I didn't mention.
Fubar, we're about to bring up what our most disappointing game of 2018 was. Nick, what game did you play, or... Yeah, what game did you play that you felt wasn't up to snuff or was bad compared to the rest of the games you played this year? What hit?
What hit hard on me was, honestly, Digimon Story Cybersleuth's Hacker's Memory.
Wow!
It hit hard because the first game was such a good hit of a actual game to me. And the mechanics was there. This one just felt like DLC.
Wow. Ouch.
It didn't feel like it needed to be a whole separate game.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
Fallout 76 says Fubar.
I mean,
understandable. That'll be the popular answer.
I would say it is one of my... It's close to that, but...
See, I got y'all beat.
Oh.
So my most disappointing game of the year is easily a game that could be very fun in concept if it was made by a studio with more experience and more talent and more money. So it definitely disappointed me. And that would be Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Oh, yes.
I like the idea of a realistic setting for the knights and the whole world and stuff. I liked the characters and the story. That's what kept me playing. But it was super buggy. The combat was very bad. You had to pay to save. You had to buy physical items to save.
Well, I didn't know about that part.
Yeah, you had to buy, like, drinks to save the game.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was excited because they had, like, a whole speech build I was going to be working towards, and it just didn't work the way it was supposed to.
Yeah.
And I dropped it after, like,
I think
12 hours of playing.
I think it was like 4 nights to be playing it, and then you just done.
Yeah. I liked parts of it, but man, that game was rooting against me.
From what I've seen... Oh, yeah. Metal Gear Survive is the dumpster pool. We're not mentioning it. That game does not need to be mentioned of how bad that is. But
I heard Destiny Warriors 9 was real bad, Fubar, from what I saw.
Yeah.
Sea of Thieves most disappointing. That's a good pick, Jin. It's a good pick.
Though...
If I didn't play it, but it did look real bad.
Yeah. Though for me, I can't name it. Even if I did play it, I couldn't name it because it has improved. On just the release, yes. But on the total of the year, I cannot say it.
Atlas 2 for... Yeah. I don't know. Nothing bugs me more as a game player than companies releasing a game, it being not up to snuff, and then they say, it'll get better later. It's like, I didn't pay for a game to be good later. I paid for a game to be good now.
Yeah.
I didn't pay for content later. I paid for content now. Doesn't matter who the studio is, what the game is. If I go in and I invest in your game, I'm expecting a completed product. I'm expecting content to actually be there. I'm not pre-ordering a $60 game
That price
to
tag
wait
was also
even
another one.
longer.
That price tag was another hit. That would have
Yeah.
actually made it a lot better.
It was absurd.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, it was a solid year. I don't think it was as strong as last year. Last year was pretty crazy. Because that was like Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey, Horizon Zero Dawn, Nier Automata, off the top of my head.
Yeah.
That year was pretty great. That year, I feel like, is only beaten. I still stand that 2015 is probably one of the greatest years in gaming. Because you had Fallout 4, you had Witcher 3, Rocket League.
That reminds me.
There's a whole bunch of games. I used to know, like, it was like probably like one of the best years in gaming. It had a lot of great stuff. But this year was really solid too. It'd be fun to see if this next year here snuffs up. Snuffs up. It's a strong start though. Resident Evil 2, Kingdom Hearts 3. We got Sekiro, Neo 2. Hopefully Shadows of Tsushima. I have a whole bunch of other stuff. Yeah. And before we start with the top 5, Nick, if there was one game that you wished you could have played this year but you didn't have time or money for it, what was it? What was the pick?
Ooh.
Ghosts are going to be... Oh, Ghosts of Tsushima. Thank you for that. Yeah, I thought Shadow sounded weird.
Detroit.
Yeah.
That takes so much time. And money. Just find the game that you have to put in multiple hours to get all the different endings.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't feel right until I got all the endings.
Very understandable. I'm trying to see if I didn't play anything on my list here that... I guess not Dynasty Warriors. Earth Defense Force 5 Shadow released out of nowhere like 3 days after Subnautica came out on PS4.
Yeah.
It looked like a cool game, Fubar. Call of Cthulhu for you, Jin. You'll be playing it? I've heard interesting things about that game, Jin. You should let me know how it is. I mean, who doesn't love their Cthulhu? I mean, that's what Bloodborne's all about, is Lovecraftian horror. So.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we'll move on to the number 5s. Well, for me, that's right, it made the list. Subnautica!
Woo!
I stand by that there are not nearly enough games based underwater, so it's very nice to finally play this game after all the hype.
Yep.
Heard it from Bloodborne and Nick and Fubar and my brother, and people are like, "Oh, this game's so good!" And I'm like, "Oh, it sounds fun. I want to play it." When's the full game coming out? And it finally came out on PS4.
Yep.
Took me 48 hours to beat it.
Yeah. Definitely need some tweaks on PS4.
It'd take me forever.
I think it's totally worth the price. Jim.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you're talking about Call of Cthulhu.
Oh.
Then yes.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, not worth full price. I heard it's a good, like a solid $20 purchase. But Subnautica at $30 is a great deal, because I got 48 hours out of it.
Oh, yeah. Plus more.
Yeah. Fun base building, good progression system, interesting biomes. It really scratches that Terraria itch.
Oh, yeah.
Of just going out and exploring and slowly upgrading and discovering and getting better, and just that carrot at the end of the stick. And the fact that it has like an actual story and an end game was really cool.
Said it does.
It's on Red Dead 2. Yeah, Fubar. I mean, I've heard good things. Things. Talking about Cthulhu, Jin? Yeah, I figured. But yeah, a lot of fun. I think I gave it an 8.5.
Oh, wow.
8.5. Because the only thing that bugged me, because I played on PS4, as everyone knows,
Yeah.
it was very poorly optimized.
Yeah.
There were multiple times where I got screwed over because the game couldn't load fast enough. So I got stuck in ships. I got stuck in plants.
Stuck in a wall.
I think the number one worst part, stuck in a wall, was I was going to make it out of the Lost River for the first time. And I got stuck in a ship.
I felt so bad when I saw that.
It
I was like,
the worst.
dear Lord, how did that happen?
Yeah. So, that and... Yeah, I think the pop-in is the worst thing about it. Is that it's constantly loading in chunks of the game, like, right in front of you. Sometimes won't even do that. I feel like it could have improved with a few quality of life things to help with the game flow. So...
Like...
I know other games do this, and I really appreciate it. I really feel like they should have let you stack materials, at least up to, like, chunks of 10.
Yeah.
So, like, say I have 10 titanium ore, it should be in one slot.
Yeah.
Instead of 10 slots taken up.
Yeah.
So, it really would have helped, I think, pace the game slightly a bit better.
Yeah.
So then you can stack up, help you build stuff faster. It also adds to the risk and reward, because that means you're carrying more stuff, so if you die, you can lose more. Really, Fubar? I feel like I've played a survival game where they stack. Maybe I'm thinking more like Terraria and stuff, where it's more open-world crafty than I'm thinking of. I guess it makes sense from a survival standpoint. Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, it's scratching that Terraria itch, so it was making me think, like, you know what? It'd be kind of cool if it was, I was thinking more like Terraria standards.
Definitely agree. I actually did find that a problem a little bit for me.
Mm-hmm. Like, it wasn't a huge problem, but it would have been nice.
Yeah, it's quality.
Yeah, Jin. I just beat it 2 nights ago, Jin. But really cool. Cool creatures, cool biomes.
Mm-hmm.
The best part of the game for me was the base building and adding new bits to my base to make it look cooler, and just having the different functions, building the different vehicles. It was cool.
Oh yeah,
that was the biggest driving factor for me. So, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to the expansion when it comes out.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be... I'm gonna instantly be buying that so I can play it.
Oh, I know, Fubar. The Resident Evil 2 inventory is gonna drive me nuts. It's gonna drive me...
Tiny.
Nuts. I know, it's so old school and tiny. I'm gonna... At least they got rid of the tank controls, though. Pivot, run.
True.
Oh my god. But, yeah, I'm sure we'll talk about this game more when it's your turn, Nick, so that's all I have to say. A very good game. Very happy I played it. There should be more games based underwater.
Oh yeah. This was that scratching that itch of that different type of game. Different type of survival.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Next up is number 5. Drum.
Number 5. That's going to be very confusing for everyone. Overcooked 2.
Overcooked 2! Nick, why did Overcooked 2 make your top 5?
This game is like the perfect party game to just play around with your friends.
Mm-hmm.
You can just put it on, you don't have to worry about things, and you can just have a lot of fun. This game does not make sense at times, though. With the point system, we got 3 stars sometimes. And I just literally see in the clips of me saying, this does not make sense.
Yeah, Nick was...
doesn't.
Losing sanity.
It broke my mind.
He was like, future!
It did not make sense. I highly recommend it to anyone that has another friend that's going to be playing, at least one other friend, and just...
A friend that you can communicate well with, by the way.
Oh, no. Worse communication just makes it more funny.
But not if you want to actually beat it.
Oh, yeah. If you want to beat it, then you want to communicate. But if you just want to have a good time, don't worry about communicating. Just have fun.
Would you say this is an improvement over the first one?
Yes. I feel like we were able to progress a lot more in it, and it felt a little bit better in terms of the level design. It wasn't like sticking with one type of level. It switched up a lot.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun, Fubar. I do
yeah.
want to get back to it since I think we're like 2/3 through it, so.
We're close. We're
Yeah.
close to the end.
We got a pretty good pace, but I mean, how can you not like the what was it, the living bread?
The living bread.
Yeah.
And yeah, we had Jack not being able to talk like halfway through the game. First playing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was fun. All around fun.
What are your negatives about it? Why is it like number 5 instead of higher up on your list?
I only give it negatives because each level feels like it goes by really quick, and you can't really take it time and enjoy it, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
The story is, let's be honest, the story isn't really there. You're feeding. You're making food. And you end up making the same food a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that it can sometimes just get far too cluttered at one point.
Yeah.
Just, like, we've seen it. It just got completely... Oh, yeah. And Jack got stuck alone in one of the stations. And
on some of the maps, you're just by yourself. You're like,
yeah, Jack was all on his own. That was annoying.
All you hear is, throw me a burger!
Yeah.
Throw me!
It was just so much funny. It was really fun, but I feel like it could have been improved. I hope we can see more improvement in the next one.
Yeah.
I know we're not going to get better story because this is just a party game.
This is the level of story I would expect from this game.
Oh yeah,
honestly.
This is the type that's as far as I need for this type of game. But
yeah. Very fun game.
Yeah, this is a party game that just plug it in and just have fun.
Mm-hmm. But Nick, the question is, why did this game make your top 5 and not other games like, say, God of War or
I didn't play God of War.
That's true. Okay, what other games did you play this year? How come Overcooked overtook those for the 5th slot?
For one, the only other party game that I played, which technically is Super Smash Brothers, I would not declare that into my top 5 because of the simple fact that it becomes a rage fest between two friends. There is no way to be civil with this game. David, you know for a fact in this because when we played it together, I had no control about how I was hitting you, but you got the rage when you were I was able to get a hit on you when you were trying to hit me.
What?
Which
no.
I could not control.
No, I know.
So it breeds a lot of... Like, Overcooked breeds friendship. And fun times.
Yes.
Smash. Hatred.
Gotcha. Right. Yeah. Overcooked, co-op. Working together. Smash Bros. PvP. Want to destroy each other. I get it.
Technically, I played his Cyber Sleuth as well. I didn't beat it, but that was mainly because it became my disappointing game of the year. I wanted to play like Moonlighter. Celeste is another one.
Oh, Moonlighter's so good.
Yeah, that's another one. It would have been it would have overcooked if I played it. That would have easily overthrew it.
What a time!
Oh yeah, indie games for this year is just off the charts.
For sure. Yeah, I'm glad I was able to meet my streaming resolution of the year. And that was to play more indie games. I played about an indie game every month total, so that was pretty cool. Octopath was good, but not great for you. Oh, really, Fubar? What made it only good and not great for you? Alrighty. Anything else you want to say about Overcooked, Nick?
Go buy it. Get a couple friends, go buy it and play it. That's all I can say.
Yeah. It's also on Switch.
It's got Switch. It's pretty much on every platform.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Story's too basic. That makes sense, Fubar, with all the characters they're trying to do. But I really like the art style though. The demo was fun too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my number 4. Yes, 8. Lacrimosa of Dana.
Very interesting. Tell us why.
Yeah, the combat was great, Fubar, for sure. This game surprised me. I just bought it because there's nothing else coming out that I wanted to play. I needed a hole to fill the slot. So...
And what of a hole it became for you.
Yeah, it was really fun. That's my favorite thing when playing video games is playing something that you're not sure the quality of it, but it turns out to be really great and really enjoyable.
Oh, yeah.
The surprise pick, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But, yes, this game starts off simple. You're on a giant ship. It's attacked by a monster. You wake up on the island. You start finding and rescuing other survivors from the boat. Some of them will go to town and act as NPCs for you, while others will join your party. It surprisingly had a really good upgrade system for your town and your base that made you want to go out and explore and get better features and stuff to help improve your gear and improve the look of your town. You get to know everybody. The combat was fun. There were different typings. It was like a rock, paper, scissors type of deal, but with a little more to it. The music was really good. That was a banger. It's probably the best thing about the game was the music.
Oh, yeah, I heard the music.
Which was a
awesome.
surprise. Yeah. The characters were likable. They did a cool thing with the story where they were bouncing between the past and the present. Mm-hmm. They tied those together really well. There's multiple endings. I still didn't get the true ending yet. But yeah, there's just so much to do. And so many things to get that help lead into improving your character and improving your setup. So it all feels important for the most part. So, yeah. A very, very good game. I'm very happy I played it.
Oh, yeah.
More people should play it. What's up, Gil?
Hello, Gil.
How you doing, dude?
Well, to the pretty much the start. At the halfway point.
But yeah. I guess the only negatives I can think of for it are... The graphics aren't the best.
Yeah.
But I think it's because it was a port of a PS3 game, maybe?
Maybe?
I don't know, something about it. Like, some textures look weird and stuff, just because... I don't know, because I think it's an older game.
Yeah. But
that and certain items and stuff that you would need to get upgrades and stuff for start side quests were a little obtuse sometimes, so you'd have to look it up. But other than that, nothing, no major complaints.
Oh, yeah.
Just a very fun surprise pick. You just beat Resident Evil 2 again? Good lord, Gil. That game just came out like 2 days ago.
That's skill for us.
I'll get around to that game eventually.
Eventually.
Yeah, me and Blubber will both be streaming it.
Mm-hmm.
Resident Evil 2.
What?
Well, you and me will be streaming it eventually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully soon.
Yes.
Yes.
Probably when we get our tax returns. And split it then. Okay. But yeah. Any other questions about this game, Nick? Or are you ready to talk about yours?
Let me
You beat
see.
them all standard? Wow, Gil. Are you going for the platinum, Gil? I've heard it's kind of crazy.
What was the most surprising thing about this game when you actually first picked it up? Because I'm guessing you never played one of these games before.
I have, actually.
You have?
They have some of them on Steam, but they're very different games. This one's very different from the older ones. Most surprising thing when I first started it?
Yeah. Like within your first 5 hours.
I don't know. I guess the music, honestly. I mean, like I said, I expect like the entire game to have really good music, so I was like, oh. But yeah, the combat was interesting too, I guess, because it is very different from the older ones. But it has a good flow to it. Grinding is never too hard. Goes by pretty fast. Because I guess from the trailers, the combat could have been 50-50. It could have been either really bad or pointless. But it was actually fun, and you got to switch between all your different team members, so you could do different moves on different creatures with different weaknesses, so...
Very good.
Well, Gil, you should play all these games in our top 5. They're all great. I just beat Subnautica 2 nights ago. But yeah, that's why I held off these top 5 discussions. Because I wanted to get Subnautica in there just to see if it would make my top 5. Because I've been waiting for it forever. So
I think I beat it like a night before you started.
Nice.
I think.
Alright, cool. But yeah, a very fun game, and anyone with a Switch should pick it up.
Oh
yeah. I think I put 40 hours into it. So I could have put way more if I wanted to get the true ending. But I think other games were coming out, so I was like, nah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I highly recommend it. People should totally get it, especially if it's on sale.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Gil? It does sound...
Those are annoying. You just missed one thing.
Alrighty, Nick, you ready for yours?
Okay.
Number 4 for Nick.
4 is Pokemon Let's Go Eevee.
Y'all. Nick, tell us why.
This game was just adorably cute and nostalgic.
Yes.
Like, this was a flashback to Pokemon Yellow with the Pokemon Go twist. It was actually really nice to go through caves and not have to worry about Zubats 1,000 that you can dodge them left, right, going around them. You can actually see what you're actually going to catch. You don't worry about really hope that sticks through it, because that is really nice. So you can actually like chain combo way easier. It did take a little bit of getting used to the Safari style of catching Pokemon and leveling up like that. But it's really fun. It was a very interesting change.
It was better than I thought it'd be, which was good.
Oh yeah.
Because it just feels like it's Yellow, but with some modern updates. I'm still 50-50 on the capture system.
Yeah, this is to pull in the Go crowd.
Yeah, I mean, because this is just to get the Go crowd, so they're like, oh, cool, this was fun on Switch, yeah. So then when they see the mainline title come out next year, they're like, oh, another one, cool. Which, that's the one I'm pumped for. I'm very looking forward to that one for coming out, actually, technically this year.
Yeah.
I don't know what to call it next year anymore. Hopefully we get a trailer by E3.
We should, hopefully, or earlier.
Because I'll be so happy. I'll stream that game, I'll play that game twice through if we're not too busy.
Oh yeah. Also, Pokemon Eevee beats Pokemon Pikachu because Eevee purrs. That
Eevee's point is to evolve. It's in its name, and you can't even evolve it.
You can't evolve the
garbage.
Pikachu either.
I know, and I like Raichu better than Pikachu. That's why I dumped Pikachu out of my party ASAP.
But you couldn't because he's still on your shoulder.
ASAP Pikachu.
Catch you. No, but he had to be there as my mascot.
Yep. But yeah, that is
Game God's like, screw Eevee.
That is a really big downside, that you can't evolve Eevee.
Yeah. Well, it's just like Pokemon Yellow, you know?
Yeah, it would... Having an Eevee, you make you want to actually get it.
Yeah. I mean, well, at least they let you get the... At least they give you the option to take the Pokemon out of your party.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. Minus the capturing system, which I think I still prefer grinding by fighting Pokemon in the wild and stuff, but...
I do prefer this for shiny catching.
Yeah, just because Yeah, shiny and catching is just, in general, a pain in the dick.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and catching, yeah. It depends on the person.
I mean,
and
it's some streamers' jobs where like their entire stream is to just catch a shiny.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous. It takes so much patience.
Patience, time, everything. But this makes it so much easier. That's why I want to see this catching mechanic back into it. The next game, the actual mainline franchise, so we can see them in the bushes.
Mm-hmm.
So we can actually do this type of thing in the mainline.
I wouldn't mind that. I don't think I want them to translate the physical throwing.
No, I don't want that.
I just want to use my Pro Controller and just hit A.
Yeah. I also gotta mention the co-op feature of the game, which lets you bring in a second player, quote unquote second player, which is basically splitting your party and letting you team up on battles against gym leaders or anything in case you are having a hard time, which caters to the people that have not gone into this type of game before. Lets them learn how to do it properly, and then when they go through it a second time, they can go through with just one Pokemon and then have the real experience.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it also lets you level up faster.
I like that they let you choose what Pokemon you had behind you. That was fun.
Oh yeah.
And they were scaled appropriately, which was cool.
Snorlax
right? I was stopping in Snorlax's stomach.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Also, I was surprised
Gil?
by how much Pokeballs you actually get by the third gym.
Oh yeah, they give you a ton.
By the fourth gym, I had over 400 Pokeballs. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to go shiny hunting. But for fuck's sake, this is the one thing that pisses me off. The shiny build-up does not save.
Yeah.
If you save your game and then restart, if you lose that chain, you do not keep the chain. It fucking loses it. And I had a 34. Ah!
That's why I don't go for shinies, kids.
I love shiny.
I know.
Shiny Charmander in my team.
Hence the rage. But yeah, no, it was cool. Then I liked the additional cutscenes, which was nice. It was a pretty game. The engine's really nice looking.
What's weird with the Eevee and Pikachu getting the secret techniques? I do like that, in a way. I do like them being separated from the Pokemon in your party so that you do not have a team or basically.
Yeah.
That I like. So if you want to actually put a surf on your water Pokemon, you can. You don't need to have it in there at all.
Mm-hmm.
But
I don't think that they renamed them, by the way, to be like cutesier or something. I'm like, what? Just call it Cut.
Yeah, it's a cut. It's fly. It's surf.
For frick's sake.
It's rock break.
Yeah.
Don't change the names when we're all used to it.
Mm-hmm. I was like, why just keep it simple. Keep it easy. No, but it was cool seeing, I think the big plus, was seeing the gyms reimagined visually, which was really cool.
Oh yeah. That was really cool.
They had more flair to them. It fit more of the theme of each of the gyms, which is always great because the gym battles are supposed to be special experience. So it's cool that they helped up their game with all those. That was really cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a fun remake, a fun little side distraction while we wait for the big boy Pokemon game coming.
Mm-hmm.
That thing's gonna be sweet. I'm so excited.
Oh wait! I gotta say this. How many Eevee evolutions are we gonna get in this next iteration?
New ones?
Yeah.
1 or 2.
I'm thinking 2.
Only because every time they add one, they have to rebalance it.
Mm-hmm. It depends if we get a new
but it's either going to be a ghost or a dragon type.
Yeah.
Calling it right now. Either way, if they go with either of those types, the thing is going to look freaking cool. So I'm down.
I want the dragon one.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that. But yeah, Any other things about it, Nick?
Let's see. Rowan like Safari. Yeah. I could honestly have lost the throwing. That was probably...
Yeah, sometimes it just didn't work, as it proved on my stream.
Yeah, like, I was...
Like, it would just shoot off randomly. I'm like, what?
Yeah. And
like,
I finally got used to how to catch on the excellent. You have to have the ball not only hit in the circle, but also in the circle as it's shrinking at its smallest point, basically, which is annoying.
For sure.
I
know, especially with like flying type Pokemon.
Yeah, I would have taken combat any day.
And I'm glad they made the Master Ball like an instant catch.
Oh yeah,
like I would have been real annoyed.
I would have been fun. It would have been funnier if it wasn't a auto lock on. Well, it was an auto lock on, but if you threw it anywhere, it starts orbiting the Pokemon and slowly getting closer and closer and hits them. That would have been a lot more funny.
I think you had to battle them to make them weak enough to capture them. Yeah. That was good. I like that.
I like that.
Are you asking me which one is better, Fubar?
Those two are awesome.
Celeste. Definitely.
You still have to go back
better
and get
music.
the second worlds.
Yeah. Better music. Likeable characters. Interesting story. It's tough and a little ragey, but it's how it's supposed to be. Because it fits with the themes of the story. The music's great in that game.
Story was
a very good year for music in games.
Oh yeah, dear Lord, the music in games this year.
Oh no! I forgot about the messenger. How did I not have that on my list?
Did you?
Wait, that's in my top 5. What? No. Wait! Scrap the whole thing!
Scrap it all! Scrap it all!
I'm so sad!
End the stream! Abort, abort!
Did I not have it on my list?
Did you not have it on your list?
Where is it?
You don't have it on your list!
That's upsetting.
Oh no!
I knew I forgot something! God damn it! Oh no, this changes things.
Oh no!
It's so good, Fubar. Speaking of a game with great music, oh no!
What are you gonna do?
No!
Just put it in 0.5. Just put a 0.5 in there.
Just get real quiet, Nick. Talk again?
Just put 0.5 in there. Just stick it there.
I don't know where I would put it. I don't know. Man, that might bump Subnautica off.
Well, it's gonna bump it off no matter where it is.
Oh, god damn it. I can't believe that wasn't on my list. Like, I swear I added it. Man, oh man. That game's great. Hold on.
Ouch! Ouch! Game God.
You know what, I'm gonna pull an audible, since thank you for mentioning that, Jack, because the Messenger is great, and it's totally in my top 5. It just wasn't on my, like, yearly list thing. I don't know why.
Was it out this year?
It was! I was playing it around the time I started dating Bloodborne, so... I'm pulling it. Hold on. I'm working. I'm working on it. Save image. I'm pulling an audible, people. The game got called your list boring, by the way, Dick.
I know. I call him bull crappy. He hasn't gotten to the top 3 of mine.
All right, hold on. I'm pulling an audible.
Where does it go, David? Where does it go?
It's gonna be tied with my 3rd place one.
Okay.
Because honestly, if this was before this list, yeah, I think Subnautica would have been bumped to 6, and then it would have been Yes 8 would have been 5. And then my number 3 pick would have been number 4, and then Messenger would have been number 3. So I'm gonna leave it right here. It's gonna be a shared spot now, since I just didn't have it on my list.
Yeah.
I'm so happy Fubar mentioned this, because I would have been real mad at myself if I didn't mention the Messenger. So yeah, that'll just sit there for now. Boop. We'll even hide it. Boop, boop, boop. You ready? Find out, Gil. You want me to talk about Messenger first? I mean, I can.
Go for Messenger.
Okay. Well, Messenger is a freaking great game that everyone needs to play now. It's probably one of my favorite platformers, just because they made the platforming so easy, and they really made it unique. Because if you jump in midair and then you hit like a lantern or another object like that, it gives you another jump, basically, so you can keep hit, jump, and keep chaining yourself. So it moves really well. The combat is fun. It's got really cool bosses and very varied. The music is fantastic. The art is super pretty because it goes in 8 and 16-bit or something. It switched between 2 different bit styles.
16
and fits stories.
8 and 6.
32?
16 or 32, I think, yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah, no, that's cool because it applies to the story too. So that's a really neat mechanic, and it flows very well. And it fits in with the level design. It's really funny. It's very meta and very aware of itself. But yeah, just a great game. Everything about it is fantastic. And I highly recommend it. I had a blast playing it. It's super fun. Everyone needs to play the Messenger.
Oh, yeah.
It's easily my number 3 of the year. Had a ball. A few frustrating moments. That's just because I'm not the best at platformers. But overall, really freaking cool. And a much better boss variety than I thought it could have had. So,
all right. Anything you didn't like?
Anything I didn't like? Man. It's been a while since I've played it, but... I don't really think I have any negatives about it. I had to look up 1 or 2 things just because it's a little obtuse in parts. But that's just because what it does a really cool thing where... What's up, Kagura? Good to see you.
Welcome, Kagura.
So what it does partway through the game is it switches from a action platformer Ninja Gaiden style to a Metroidvania. So then you start going back and tracking through unknown parts of the map, and it lets you get to new areas, and so that can get a little confusing trying to navigate back, like they open up portals, but sometimes that was a little confusing. But overall, I don't really have any negatives with the Messenger. It's a pretty freaking great game. So, what's up, Kagura? I already said hi, didn't I? But no, nothing like Terraria. It's more like Ninja Gaiden and Metroid had a baby. Yes, yeah. Basically, yeah. It's really linear for the first half, but then it opens up into a Metroid halfway through. And it's on Switch and PS4, I think?
I'm pretty sure.
Or it should be on Switch? I can't remember. I think I have the Messenger on my Switch. Yeah. And it's also on PS... Actually, I think it might be just Switch and PC right now.
I can check really quick.
I think it's something weird like that, but it needs to be on every platform.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to play it. Especially if you like the old school Metroid games or old school Ninja Gaiden or platformers like that back then. It's really solid. Yeah. Or if you haven't played those, if you like Shovel Knight a lot, I think you'll like the Messenger a lot.
Yeah. PC and Switch, as Jack said.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you, Fubar. But yes. Very, very good game.
Oh, yeah.
I highly recommend it.
So, your other number 3.
my other number 3. La, da, 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 da. Moonlighter!
Yes, another one I wanted to play.
A great freaking solid game.
Oh yeah.
And it's very relaxing.
I really wanted to play that, and it would have been that's the type of game that I would just lose hours into it.
Yeah. Like, I've been craving forever for another shop sim game to come out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's cool because it combines, you inherit the shop from your dead parents, but to increase profits at your shop, you got to go down into the dungeon so you can sell stuff to adventurers and other people nearby. The better stuff you get, the more money you get, which means you can expand the size of your shop, gives you more counter space. You can customize the store with different banners and other features out the wazoo. You can get special items that let you give you different little boosts to help stop thieves or help your productivity and gain more cash.
Mm-hmm.
The music is really nice. The art is very nice. It has some cool bosses.
Oh yeah.
It's got an interesting ending story-wise.
Very interesting.
Game God talking trash.
Yeah.
This was a very good game, Fubar. I really recommend it. Anybody who's played like Racketeer, it's like that in the same vein.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a super solid game. It's a pretty relaxing, fun time with a really good progression system. It's super charming. I really hope they do more content, the studio.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. Yes. So everyone needs to play this game too. It's very good, especially for the price.
Oh yeah.
I think this is one of their first games, so you should really support the studio because I think they'll make really good content.
Oh yeah. Downside to the game, David.
Oh no!
Break it down.
Legend of Mana? That's a pretty good game, Coconut. Hold on. I'm dying, I'm talking too much. Water.
Don't worry, I'm about to start talking a lot.
Downsides.
Yeah. Where's the darkness of the game?
Otherwise it'll bug me. I feel like they could have been better at... I don't know. The ending comes as kind of a surprise, I guess. They give you a lot of... It's very information heavy by the end of it. So it's kind of like, whoa? Like, it's good, but I feel like they could have done a better job of spreading it out. I feel like you should have been able to... Because it happens a lot that this little dirtbag kid will try to come into the store and steal stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like there could have been an upgrade that lets you have like a bodyguard or a bouncer at the door, like a security guy.
Yeah.
To help like stop them. That would have been really cool. I feel like you run out of things to upgrade a little early in respect to how far you are in the dungeons. I feel like there could have been a little bit... Like, there's plenty of upgrades, but I got through them too early, it feels like.
Yeah.
But I put in a lot of time to get all those features just because I really wanted them. I'm trying to remember how long I spent on it, too. I think I spent like 25 to 30 hours on it, so it's a decent length.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have a lot of complaints about Moonlighter. It's just really solid for what it is.
Need to put a wanted poster up for that kid stealing your stuff.
Kind of says, I see Nick got Overcooked 2 on his list. That's very fun, lol.
Yes.
But yes. But yeah, thank God for Moonlighter. So happy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this was definitely a great year for indie games. I mean, just as my top 5 shows.
Yeah.
Yeah. So far on this list, I think if anybody has $40 or whatever to spare, totally get Moonlighter and The Messenger. They're both great picks, and you'll get plenty of play out of both of them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's all I got to say about those.
Okay.
So yeah, if this list was corrected, it'd be Moonlighter at 4, Yes at 5, Messenger at 3. But I'm happy Subnautica accidentally made it. So
Yeah.
at least I got to talk about it.
Oh yeah.
Who knows? I might have toiled over it and maybe have had to decide between Yes 8 and Subnautica. But this works out too, because it means I get to talk about
Oh yeah.
an extra game. So, by accident. Alrighty. Moving on to...
My number 3.
Boop.
Which
is...
Subnautica.
It does feel. Yeah.
This
Speaking
is
of...
my current third, and it's just so amazing. This game, as I've told David and I've told Jess and anyone that that doesn't know about this game brings you into the world of terror of the ocean, the deep blue ocean that you cannot see the bottom of. The music is amazing in this
The
game.
music needs to eat a dick.
The music kicks in at bad times, I agree.
The music is a huge troll.
It does troll you so hard sometimes. But then there's also the sound design of the monsters. Which
Yeah,
is
atmosphere is great for sure.
amazing. The atmosphere of this game just breathes terror, and you want to explore, but then you hear that slight roar in the background. There's a Reaper coming, or there's an Electro Squid coming after you. You got
Those are the creepiest things, by the way. But yeah, Gil. Yeah, we're gonna be streaming for anyone who doesn't know. I have tomorrow off, so I'm gonna be able to go to the 9 o'clock release for Kingdom Hearts 3. So we'll be streaming Kingdom Hearts 3 tomorrow at 10 p.m.
Nice.
PST. Yeah, it's just standard Subnautica, because we looked it up, Kagura. Technically, Subnautica officially released on PC on January 23rd of this year, of 2018. And the PS4 version came out on December.
Yep.
So, beginning of December. So, I played the PS4 version, he played the PC version.
Yep. I did have a couple of the issues you did, but not as bad.
Yeah.
Like, I had a couple pop-ins, but I've never got stuck. Thankfully.
Yeah, that was the worst.
That was literally the worst. But I had so much fun swimming down to the ocean floor, picking up resources and building up my base, that I actually have started back over. And going just on base building and just trying to do the stuff that I missed the first time. And I'm just exploring it, and because I missed a whole blueprint, and so did you.
I'm sure I did. I'm sure I missed
There's
things.
a whole other swimsuit that you can actually get.
There was a whole other life pod I just denied to check out.
Yeah.
So I was like, I know they're all dead. I don't care. At this point, I'm leaving.
They are all dead. I don't think I found all the audio logs the first time we went through. So I'm going to be trying to do that the second time through and actually listening to them all, reading through them all. Like, if you read through all the little datas, there's they kind of hint that the fact that the life pod can land in space, in the air. I mean, not in the air, but in water and on land. So technically, those could be new expansions after the Below Zero.
Yeah.
Which
like Fubar said, sorry, Nick. The early access for the new expansion comes out on January 30th for PC.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a while before
it's
even officially released, and then once it's going to be officially released on PS4, so it's going to be a bit.
It might be quicker because it's basically still the same engine that they're using. So it could.
No, it won't take them 5 years to make it like they did for Subnautica, but it'll probably be a year or two before it's officially out.
Yeah, but yeah, the whole story, because this game could have been just one of those, just survive out in the ocean with these monsters and a deep part of the ocean that you could explore, and nothing else. But they add the story that, and I got gypped twice. The first time I was trying to watch the sunbeam get blown up, it was nighttime. The second time, it didn't fucking load in. I just saw the blast. I was so pissed. Ah. But it's just the whole world is just built in a great way. The world is. They built the world first. They built the story into that world. Then they built everything else into it, and it just feels cohesive, and nothing feels tacked on as much as like, oh, you have to go do this now, and nothing felt.
No, it's a very well thought out game, but that's because I'm pretty sure there's been a lot of iterations of it to get.
Oh
to
yeah,
that point,
there's been tons of iterations. Base building is amazing, as you said. I could spend hours on it, but I didn't at the first time.
I'm pretty sure I built more bases than you and Jack combined.
For now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be adding a lot more bases now. Oh.
But yeah, like Kagoda said, she said she wishes Subnautica would have multiplayer functions.
Mm-hmm.
Me too. I brought it up. I think it's a very good choice for having co-op.
Yeah.
What you do is you just generate the world to be bigger, and then you have
well, you don't even need a bigger world, in all honesty.
Just a little bigger. If you got multiple people, because imagine the size of bases you can build with 2 people or multiple people. Like
the thing is that
gathering resources and stuff.
With that, you have to worry
cool.
about the resources that you have to gather. That becomes the whole world becomes smaller with that.
Yeah, but I think it'd be a lot of fun to be able to have like different functions. Everyone gets their own bedroom.
Oh yeah.
You can have people looking for multiple objectives and items for different base upgrades.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Fubar. I really like the art style of Don't Starve, but that's more my brother's jam.
Yeah. Yeah. Subnautica, I don't have negatives. I honestly don't.
None?
I mean, it gypped me twice on trying to get it, see the sunbeam blow up.
You have no issues with any of the creatures or any of the mechanics or quality of life things that could be better?
The only thing that I consider a quality of life thing that I would want it to have is if I had a fabricator in the same room as all my storage, that it would not. I could fabricate from those storages without having to pick up everything. That's the only thing I would want.
Yeah.
Or like being able to auto sort into the game, into everything, and also the sub having more efficiency and energy, because I have a mod that does that, and it was so nice to have that much efficiency. And
how you doing, Skirm?
Me off that we didn't actually have that in the actual main game.
Yeah,
because you can get up to 300% efficiency, and it's so nice.
Nick, say hi to Skirm.
Hi, Skirm. Ramen.
Welcome to. We're halfway through.
Halfway through. Well, actually, you're
I'm
more than halfway through.
so mad the messenger wasn't out of my actual document. Oh my god.
We're getting into the nitty gritty here.
What are you hoping in the expansion, Nick? What do you want to see from the Frozen expansion? What do you want them to add?
I want to see more Leviathan classes that are dangerous. I want to see things that can... Because literally, at the point that I got the stasis rifle, the fear and terror was lost. Because I literally was able to attack anything that I needed to. I could take out a Reaper if I had the time. So I'm hoping that there is a creature that can disable that feature and make it so that you actually have to think around them. And like, I never lost my Cyclops. Though I know people did.
For whom, Skirm? For me or for Nick? I made sure that all these pictures had their names on them.
Yeah. All of ours are named.
No, yeah, but the submarine is supposed to be like a mobile base, Kagoda, so you're supposed to be able to kind of use it as like a secondary base.
Yeah. Or primary base in some cases. Some people have actually just... I literally just put a planter bed in there and I just ate off of that.
But yeah, right now, Skirm...
We have to also mention, you played on without the...
I played on
survival.
Freedom.
Yeah.
Because I didn't feel... like worrying about starvation and dying of thirst on top of just trying to survive in general with air and danger. Especially since I'm not super familiar with the survival genre, so I felt like it would detract. He played on survival, I played on freedom.
Yeah.
But
and I didn't have that. But I think I died once because of water.
Yeah.
And that was only because I was away from my bases, and I didn't have anything there.
Yeah. I'll go over the top picks so far. Skirm. Yeah. My number 5 is Subnautica. Nick's is Overcooked 2. My number 4 is Yes 8. Mm-hmm. Nick's is Let's Go Eevee. My number 3, I didn't have Messenger on my list for some reason in my document, so I totally forgot about it. But I totally loved it, so I pulled an audible, and I talked about Moonlighter and the Messenger. And then Nick just is currently talking about Subnautica for his number 3.
Gil, if we're talking this much about his Subnautica and our number 3s, think about the other ones.
Fubar's talking about you. He's like, you drowned more than once. LOL.
Yeah, I was talking about water in terms of dehydration. I died.
Oh, okay. I was like, Nick, you've drowned more than once. Get here.
Dehydration.
Well, there's a lot to talk about, Gil. And it's on both of our lists. And it's the freshest game in our minds, so. Gil, you weren't here for
most of it.
Our earlier picks. Okay. And plus, I'm going to talk about
number 2.
My 2 and 1 way more.
Yeah.
But not way more than Subnautica, but I'm going to have a lot to say.
I wonder if our ones are the same. I have to wonder.
I wonder.
I wonder.
But yeah. Anybody else have any questions about Subnautica?
Yeah,
or
feel free to ask questions to us about
anything else on our list before we dive into both of our top 2s? I mean, because this is kind of a chill hangout talk around, so.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they're totally Telltale games.
No, like a Tales of.
Oh.
No spoilers! But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to the expansion.
Oh yeah.
I want to see some real creepy ice terrain creatures. I don't want to see like a Ghost Reaper, but he's got like an icicle on him. I don't want any lazy crap like that.
I want to see some. There has to be some crossover.
I'll take some subspecies, but I want some new creatures too.
Oh yeah, I want to see at least half new creatures.
I want to see creatures that only live there.
Yeah. There was a rumor. There's a rumor right now. It's just a rumor that there's going to be a submarine in it that can fit 2 of the Cyclopses.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I get huge. I would love to have a base that lets me. I was talking about during the stream, but I would love to have a base that let like a vehicle bay or something that let me store.
Yeah.
The Cyclops or multiple smaller vehicles. Just so I could have, instead of having like 2 moon pools, I could have just like a vehicle bay that I can go around and do all my upgrades on.
I did find it a little annoying that you had to go into the Cyclops to upgrade things, but it kind of made sense because of the way that they were doing it.
It only annoyed me at the end because I had to go back down there to pull out the mod to go back up.
Yeah, I actually, instead of doing that, because I did something worse. I made 2, but guess where my second one was?
Where?
It was in my Cyclops.
Nice.
So I literally was like, "Fuck it! I'm just gonna drive this all the way up and back to my base because I want all my ships to be there to look at the way I go." And I actually found a new way out.
Oh yeah.
Because if you read the not the Sea Emperor, the Sea King date on him, he eats Leviathan class creatures, and the
sea dragon.
Yeah, the sea dragon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Drags them down to the lava lair.
He eats reapers.
Yeah, it's not just reapers. It's anything Leviathan class. And if you look on, I don't remember which side of it is, but the opposite of where you come in, there is a way up that goes like almost straight up.
Oh, cool.
And it's pretty much exactly where he goes straight up. He's probably dug that out.
I do love that the sea dragon is super derpy, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Like, he's supposed to be like the ultimate predator on the planet that we've seen so far, and he's just like, "Gar, I got arms. I'm a toothy one."
Oh yeah. Did you scan the squares around the building?
What building?
Which
one?
The where the Sea Emperor was.
I think so.
Do you remember what they were?
They
were sonic repellers. That's why it couldn't attack it.
That's cool.
So I found that out, and I literally just parked my Cyclops inside the circle of them. So it was completely safe.
Nice. Yeah, Cardo says, I thought that Subnautica would have mods for it to make the game more creepy. She says, I think, because the Cyclops... different comment. Okay. But, yeah. And then, I think... Because the Cyclops energy management drains so fast, you can only store one or the other, Prawn Suit or Seamouth. I stored both. I just had 2 different rooms for it.
Yeah.
And, honestly, I had, like, 5 sun panels, and it did the job.
Yeah.
And then, honestly, anytime the turned night and I started losing power, I would just go to bed and it would turn it back to day. I'd be okay. So, easy workaround.
For me, I couldn't have just solar because I was charging like 5 power cells at a time in like 4 batteries.
I was gonna say, thankfully, I didn't really have an issue with power cells like I was worried I would.
Yeah.
So that was good. But yeah. Very good game.
Oh yeah, I'd have loved a docking feature, like not a moon pool for the Cyclops, but like a place where you can just dock it in and it would just charge it up, or just a wire you could attach to it so it charge something.
Well, yeah, it'd be cool after this expansion. I think it'd be neat if they did the same type of game but out in space, because it's generally the same principle.
Oh yeah.
As space as it is underwater. You need oxygen in both. You need food and water in both.
Mm-hmm.
You can look for materials and scan weird alien creatures. You can go to different biomes. Mm-hmm. It's very transferable and translatable. Mm-hmm. So if they do make another game in this vein, I would really like to see them do like a space version. I think it would be really cool. But yeah. Good talk on that one.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Everybody, I want you to guess what my number 2 is. This should be fun. Type in chat what my number 2 is. Go.
Rumble, please.
Gil says Odyssey. Was a
I
real
don't
second.
think so.
Nick doesn't think so.
I don't think any of the Assassin's Creed.
Osiris Dawn? I've never heard of that.
I don't think Assassin's Creed got it in there.
3 people think it is. Alrighty. That's the most guesses we're getting. What do you think it is, Nick?
I just don't think it's Odyssey.
If you had to pick, what do you think?
If I had to pick?
Yeah. How funny would it be if Monster Hunter World was my number 2?
I would be pissed at you, honestly.
Just to burn everybody.
I'd be honestly pissed at you.
Kagura thinks it's Tales of Vesperia.
Actually, I'm going to agree with Kagura on this one.
Joke's on you! I never played it! Bam! Assassin's Creed Odyssey!
Really?
Boo, boo, boo. Yeah. Surprised me, too! Because here's the deal. They've been very smart with this rebranding of the Assassin's Creed games. Because Gil's like, suck it, Nick!
Suck
ding
it,
ding,
Gil.
everyone high five each other in chat. You can slap around GG's or ramen or whatever.
Go ramen!
But the fact that they took a break, they came back, they molded this series from an open world action game into an action RPG. They made the right move, I think.
Yeah.
Because Assassin's Creed Origins was really cool. They did a really good job. But I feel like they took that and they just expanded on it and made it even better. They took it to a better setting. They added more interesting weapons. It's a beautiful game.
Yeah.
It's huge. Just discovering this thing bit by bit took forever. I'm pretty sure. How long did I take to beat this game?
You took
70 hours or something?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
It was a pretty long game for you.
But yeah, the combat was a lot of fun. There was a lot of great upgrading and progression. I wanted to do going after all the members of the cult of Cosmos and having just like that checklist and the fact that every time I killed one, I'd get a legendary piece of gear.
Mm-hmm.
There was actually cool armor in this game, unlike Origins, where they hid all the cool armor behind DLC.
Yeah, but they still kind of did it.
They did it, but they still had cool options in the game, unlike in Origins, where there was one cool armor.
Yeah.
In the whole game. So I felt cool in my armor. There was a better focus on builds that you can go for. You know, you can go for more of a range, you can go for more of a tank, or you can go more of an assassin.
Yeah.
I went more of an assassin type of thing, an assassin warrior blend.
Yeah.
So I had really high crit damage for my
your
assassinations.
crit was just insane when I saw it.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was
Yeah, you were critting the fuck out of people.
It's great. Really fun finishers. The characters weren't half bad, so I was enjoying the story well enough. Especially his sister, up to a point.
Yeah, or brother.
Either or, yeah. Right, the Legendary Lion. Yeah, that's all. That was the only good armor in the whole Origins. Kakado's guessing your number 2, Nick, is Red Dead Redemption 2. They had a lot of great side stuff along with the main stuff that always kept me, like, streams and streams and streams of the side stuff. Like, I think the most infuriating side thing was the legendary creatures.
Yeah.
Because the ones that were alone, that you had to fight one-on-one, were fine. They were good enough fun. It's just the ones where they had you fight like 15 of the same thing. Like a smaller version. Because it was just there to detract.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no! But, on the flip side, you had actual like legendary creatures that you can go out and fight and find really cool legendary weapons for. So like, I fought a Cyclops, which was great, and I got this really cool like two-handed blade, which I used a lot. Had poison damage on it. All of them were really cool, minus because the Sphinx was cool. I talked my way into defeating her, so I got a weapon. The Cyclops was cool. Medusa was the biggest disappointment for me. Because, man oh man, how do you blow a Medusa fight? She had a good weapon, though. But, you know, instead of it being creative and fitting to the creature, even the design I felt like was lacking. But they kind of just made it like she has a force field and she's just going to keep spamming ads at you. It was just like soldier enemies but made of stone instead. So that was probably the biggest disappointment of the game, was that fight. But all the other legendary creature fights were really cool. The Minotaur was a cool fight. Gave a really good weapon too. Yeah, so many upgrades to get, so many expansion, so many like opportunities to put points into what you wanted. The cool thing you could do eventually is you could like add other weapons effects into your other weapons. So, you know, I had like a poison effect from one of my legendary weapons, but then I could transfer that into another legendary weapon. And it was perfect. So you get to like do like an ultimate blend. Like I said, they really improved from Origins, being able to take a build that you want and kind of tweak the type of combat you want to do and the setup you want to do. It was really nice. They really embraced the RPG side of it this time. Trying to think, there's so much in that game. And I know it hasn't been super long since I played it, but...
Yeah, it's been pretty well.
It's been a couple months.
Yeah.
I put so much... I do want to go in and play all the DLC when it finishes up too, when all the episodes are out.
Mm-hmm.
They're about to release episode 2 soon, or they just did.
Mm-hmm.
But that'll be fun. Trying to think. 'Cause there's so much to talk about in this game.
There's a lot in that.
There's a lot. But yeah, they did a good job to make the side quests feel a little more important than your standard filler side quests. Like, they still had those filler ones, but they still had side quests with cutscenes and dialogue. They did a good job of incorporating famous philosophers and other stuff, too, into the side quests. Blame's AI. There's some weird difficulty imbalances in that campaign mode, Skirm.
Oh, dear God, that campaign.
There's some ragey fights in that.
I don't even want to play that campaign anymore.
Yeah, Smash is fun, but it's definitely not... It's top 10 probably for me this year, but not top 5.
I said, Smash Brothers is a game you rage at. There's no other way around it. You can have fun if you're not playing against other friends.
I do have a lot of those, kinda, yeah. Bowser is OP, that dropkick, though.
Mm-hmm.
Where's God of War? Not on my top 5.
It's not on my top 5.
I mean, if you want me to, Script, I can tell you why it's not in my top 5. Just gotta ask while I think of more stuff. Let's see. I don't know. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is probably my favorite Assassin's Creed game. And it really was super surprising that an Assassin's Creed game in 2018 made my top 5. And it made second place of my top 5. And a really strong year. So it was really impressed me. I was really hooked on it. Mm-hmm. I did a bunch of 8-hour streams because of this game. And I love when games do that for me. Instead of making me, a lot of times I'm happy with my 3 to 4 hours. My little bite-sized chunks going in every night. But there are just some games that I play, and I just want to dump 10, 12 hours into them at a time.
So now I did that to me, and I lost track of time so quickly.
Yeah. Oh, Gil's guessing that your number 1 is Spider-Man. Thanks, Tekken. But yeah, negatives. The biggest one I said, biggest disappointment was the Medusa fight. The ending is kind of weird and sloppy. Not sloppy, just kind of odd.
Yeah.
I don't think it pulled it off super well. They kind of want you to lean in and invest in this the girl from Origins.
Yeah.
And she's just like a
she's a
plain blank of plank. Yeah, she's just a plank.
She's plank.
No investment in her. Yeah. So like every time we cut back to her, I was like, no.
Yeah.
Ew. Bloodborne likes sushi too, Kagura.
Love sushi.
Yeah, Kagura says she got herself a tuna slice sushi with a lot of wasabi paste. She's like, if I'm wrong about number 2, this is going in.
What's she guessing my number 2 is?
Right, it's a busy year, Skirm, and if anyone plays Odyssey, just know you're in for a 70 to 100 hour commitment. Like it took me near 80 hours to beat it. At least in a way that I thought was satisfying. If you want to bust through the campaign by itself, it's probably a 40-hour game.
Plus mythical creatures to get the full ending.
Yeah, I say, but if you actually want to do everything in like a satisfying way that helps the flow, because it all builds into itself. But yeah, not a lot of negatives, which is really cool. I'm really happy with it, honestly. It's kind of awkward in places, but that's just the way it is. It's a big, beautiful, addicting mess that I think has really done really well. It's a market improvement over Origins.
Yeah.
I know there were some YouTube videos that were trying to call this game like a copy and paste of Origins, or it's just bloated. And I really just don't agree. I think they took it and they made it bigger, and they improved on it, and they really leaned into the RPG aspect of it, which is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Gil is scared now. But yeah. Nick, why isn't God of War on your top 5?
Well, 1, I didn't play it.
True.
And 2,
Okay.
it didn't really, like, as you said before, it didn't scratch the boss itch as much as it could have.
Yes.
Like,
you keep talking real quick. I'm gonna go pee really fast. Distraction!
Oh! But yeah.
No! Too much distraction!
Okay. It was not there. The game kept the fun of the combat, but it lost the fun of the huge big bosses that were giant before you that you had to take down with just your 2 swords or whatever weapon you chose. In this, you have maybe 2... I don't even think there was 2 that was bigger than you. More than, like, triple your size. I just don't really think it would be that fun to go through. For me, yes, it would be fun to go through. Let me rephrase that. It would be fun to go through for the story. But I don't know if I would enjoy it as much as I did the other 2 games that I played. 3. Which I regret.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Oh, there's Game God's top 5. Let's read it. Number 5, Monster Hunter World. Number 3, Let's Go Pikachu. Number 4, Let's Go Pikachu. Number 3, Red Dead Redemption 2. Number 2, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Number 1, Spider-Man. PS4. You have the plat for God of War 3? Nice, Gil. I think I'm pretty far along on the plat for God of War. Oh, for God of War 3. Yeah, I don't think I'm very close at all for the third one.
I haven't played it. I've only seen it.
Gungeon's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. David will never beat that game.
Skirm, Game God doesn't have time for indies, okay? He's a big baller with big baller games. I forgot that game even existed, Gil.
I forgot about that one, too. I didn't even play that one.
Yeah. For me, like Nick said, for a God of War game, there's a severe lack of boss
Huge
variety.
Bosses that are
like, there's a couple...
Like, how many were bigger than you by more than 3 times?
2.
Yeah, I call it 2. 2 of them. There was
the
2.
end fight and the dragon. Yeah, I count 3 good boss fights in that game. The rest were the copy and paste of the troll guy. I'm like, what a waste! It's a God of War game.
Triple your size. Like, barely that.
He probably is, yeah, but I don't count it.
Yeah.
Like, I love that they went for a more nuanced story, actually making Kratos a character, having a relationship with his son, developing the new lore of it all. Yeah. Boy! That's all great. The combat is fun. The new switch up for combat is fun. There's just a severe lack of memorable bosses. Like, the fact that I was really honestly surprised at the amount of copy-paste they did.
Yeah.
Between enemies and bosses. It really was weird. So it kind of took the sales out of it a little bit for me. Like, it's a very good game. I gave it like an 8, 8.5. But a God of War game, I come to those games for bosses. Mm-hmm. So.
Like, literally, the first game, the first thing you fight is a Hydra. That is huge. compared to you.
Yeah.
One of its heads is as big as you.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
Yeah. It's a very good game. I just have a few qualms with it.
Yeah.
All right,
Are you
Nick,
ready to
reveal your number 2?
Are we ready to crush everyone's hopes?
Everyone guess Nick's number 2, and we'll count it down. And
Well, Kaguya already said it's Red Dead Redemption.
yep.
Anyone else have some guesses?
What does everybody else think? What's the next number 2, y'all?
What do you think my number 2 is?
Next number 2 reveal is giving you anxiety. Oh no, Kagura, hang in there.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Kaguya.
We'll reveal it in 10, 9. Boomer says Spider-Man. 8, 7, 6. Nick Scrim says blacksmith game.
It's indie, and it's not out yet.
5, 4, 3, 2. What? A Spooderman.
Bing, 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 Spooderman. Jack
Bing, bing.
got it on the 1.
FIFA 19. Oh my god.
Wow. Really?
I guess it's not officially released, I'm guessing.
The blacksmith game I was playing, it's nowhere near release right now. It's still in the alpha phase.
No.
Games.
Alrighty, Nick.
This game,
Go ahead.
it was a surprise hit. I thought it was going to be one of those games that was just fun for the first few things, but then I find myself, oh, I need 5 more backpacks, and I finish up the backpacks, and I get that outfit. Oh, there's a boss over there I can go kill. Oh, look over there! I can go kick those criminals' asses. Oh, over there! Going in 20 places.
Has to eat the wasabi now. You've doomed her.
I'm sorry, Kagura.
Wasabi roll.
But yeah, it's over there is the main quest, and you're just ignoring it all over because you just want to do all these extra stuff. And I am going to be completely honest. I died 5 times in the beginning part of the game when I first started. I got my ass handed to me because at the beginning I could not get the combat down until later on. Even now I still get my ass handed to me. It was way more fun. The quips, even though I wish there was more of them. Just the villains having that new twist on them. And
Doc Ock was really cool.
Yeah,
I liked his redesign.
Oh yeah, the redesign of all of them was really cool, and having them reintroduce this new way was a really cool way to actually bring into this world. And the fact that he's no longer a teen in this, he's an adult, which has been being a Spider-Man for a while, going after Wilson Fisk.
Yeah, combos, environmental fights.
Yes. Oh dear God, so many combos. And who can... This is not from me, and not from you, I don't think. This is from another stream, because they have perverted minds when they looked at the web shooting out, the web blossom. Think of it coming from the crotch area. Yeah.
Spider jizz. Spider jizz. Does whatever a spider jizz does.
That's literally what they were talking about. It was like, now that's stuck in my head forever because of what they said, and I can't not see that.
Gil's right, by the way. He says, "Ha, David has tricked you all. Monster Hunter World isn't even in his top 5.
I will run over to David's house and I'm gonna stab him with my pen if that happens.
No.
It'll be in the shoulder. Don't worry. Don't worry, Jess.
Kagura says, "Thanks for the sushi, Nick."
You're welcome, Kagura. I'm sorry.
Drink milk or something, Kagura. Hang in there.
Yeah, get some milk. Or alcohol or something. It depends what you drink. Just something.
Yeah, very fun game, though. Probably the easiest platinum I've ever gotten.
Yeah, I just haven't done it. I just wanted to play it again. I literally have started over and I'm playing again and getting my ass kicked again. And it's just
Yeah, it's
so much
definitely
fun.
got the.
And-
You're already checking milk? Oh no.
And the 3 DLCs are out now,
Yeah.
and I want to go into them.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be fun to do, and I'm gonna get that and play through that because it's got the Black Cat, Miles' origin a bit, and I can't remember what the third one is, but it should be a lot of fun.
Y'all. Yeah, that's definitely the game with the best. The best part of the game for me is just swinging around in the city. Honestly.
Oh my god, yes, that would have make or broke that game. Also, a question that Jack has asked when in my stream, that I'm going to reiterate: the fact that the QuickTime events don't feel like they are pushed into anywhere. They fit and they are in that right spot. Like, how many times have you failed catching a car and just have it run you over in a bit?
Twice.
Probably more than twice.
Twice, and that's what I'm sticking to, Your Honor.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. The controls were amazing.
The controls were great, Skirb.
Just,
Yes, you don't think the controls were bad in the latest Spider-Man? No, I think they were really tight.
Yeah,
especially when it came to movement.
I never really
combat. Sometimes it could be clunky, but it was pretty spot on.
The only problem in combat was the dodge. Like, that's the only time I had problems.
You know, like the boxer shorts outfit, Kagura? That was the second best part of the game for me, was just unlocking all the different suits.
Oh, yeah. And just figure... Because I know, like, about a quarter of the suits in terms of the lore. And it's just cool to see them.
Are we still playing Portland Nights? Yeah. Or tonight, or in general, Gil?
I don't know, we're doing it tonight.
No. But in general, yes.
Yeah. Because this has turned into...
It'll be like a once-a-week thing, so...
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just in general, yeah.
I completely agree with Game God there. This has beat almost every other Spider-Man game in the movie ones. I think there was only one other good one that was out so far. Also, the funny thing is the game, this Spider-Man also references one of the missions in those Spider-Man games with Peter Parker as Spider-Man delivering pizza. That's why he had that pizza hat. And it was just so cool that because I only knew that because of like one of the, I think it was like the worst mini games ever, and that was one of the like the honorable mentions, I think. Oh, so cool.
Yeah, no, the web swing that used the thumbsticks, I feel like that would have been too awkward.
Oh god.
He uses the right trigger, right?
It uses right and left trigger. Wait, no, it is right trigger. Yeah.
Yeah. You use right trigger to swing, and then use the stick to actually like, move with the swing. Yeah. It works really well, Scrim. And it's true, Gil. Emo Spider-Man is best Spider-Man.
Okay, actually, David, this is a good point. Now that you've seen Into the Spider-Verse and seen a couple of the actual people, which is your favorite outfit?
Of all time?
Yeah. Or Spider-Man.
I can tell you my top 3, I guess.
Yeah, do your top 3.
Even though they didn't have it in the game, Black Spider, like Venom Spider, is classic and great. And then I really like the stealth suit, I guess. The green one.
Ooh, yeah.
The black and green one is really good. And then the Doc Ock tech suit that you get at the end, that you make to fight Doc Ock, is really cool. So, I did, Gil. It was really good. I don't think I like it as much as most people, but I thought it was really solid.
I really liked
it. Was really good. It was very creative, and it was very well written.
I think the big difference between you and me and a lot of people that have seen it, a lot of the people that have seen it and that really like it a lot, know a lot of the Spider-Verse like meta, so to speak. And they can see where these people come in.
That's funny. So, Michael hasn't seen it yet still, I don't think, and he always gets triggered when I told him that I liked it, I didn't love it, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna love it no matter what. You saw it in 3D? Oh, so fun to see.
Ooh.
The Claw, yeah. It's a good choice, Kagura. But yeah, no, it was a good movie. It was a solid movie.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't, I don't know. In my opinion, it was a little overhyped, but I don't know, maybe I'm not as big of a Spider-Man fan as everybody else. I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
I like Spider-Man a lot, but...
You're not, like, going through the lore of Spider-Man, watching the Spider-Man comic, like, the Spider-Man animated series.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I
you are a tier 2 fan.
yeah.
Like, there's in terms of 3 tiers, tier 1 is they just know the Spider-Man from, like, a couple of movies. A tier 2 fan knows about the cartoons a bit, seen a couple in movies. Tier 3 is the one that knows everything.
Yeah.
So you're in the middle in terms of it.
Yeah. I said I like it, but I'm not like...
I would have loved the Night Spider in that. That'd have been amazing.
Alrighty. Well, anything else you got to say about Spooderman?
Want another one? I want to see Miles Morales more.
Good point. Yeah. Alrighty. Everyone guess the number 1.
Is it? I have to ask if it's our number 1. Are we?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Chat. Enter the polls. Enter your guesses.
I can't answer because then they know mine.
I don't know. Just because people like Peter Parker so much, Kagura. I don't like change.
Also, I also like him because he also is a fan of, like, he's one of Deadpool's friends.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong year, Gil.
Yeah. Gil's top 5 didn't even make any sense. He's got, like, games from 3 different years. Yeah. Gil's list was number 1 for Gil, Monster Hunter World. Number 2, Dark Souls Remastered. Number 3, Bloodstained. Number 4, Titanfall 2. Number 5, Resident Evil 2.
Kagura, to save your mouth, I haven't played Red Dead Redemption.
Gil, I admire your dedication to Titanfall 2.
I like Titanfall 2. It's one of my favorite games. That was one of my top. I think that was my top 3 in that year.
Oh, by the way, before we reveal both of our number 1s, I have to say, great year for remasters.
Oh yeah.
By the way.
Oh my god, yeah.
And remakes. 2 of my favorite games of all time got remasters. Well, one got a remaster, one got a remake.
Oh yeah.
Dark Souls Remastered, which is, it's Dark Souls, so it's fantastic. Knack 2. Oh my god, Jin. And then Shadow of the Colossus remake was fantastic. Very well done. And then, of course, was Crash this year?
Yes.
And then you got the Spyro remake, which I didn't get to.
I would have counted that one. Those 2 I technically count because they've been so far away.
Yeah, remakes totally count.
Well, no, I mean,
or if
our top 5.
Or, by the way, for anyone who was trying to consider a top 5 also, because also another one of my top 10 games of all time, Dragon's Dogma got remastered for the PS4 and stuff. So if you never played that counts. So it's like 3 of my favorite games of all time got like a remaster remake. So it was a really solid year for those. I don't count those though, because if I've played them before from an older console generation, then I don't count it.
For me, I only count it if it's more than 2 console generations old, because then it's quite old.
Metal Gear Solid 5 top game in 2018. Metal Gear Solid 5 isn't even a top game of anything.
It was
run around in
kind
a
of tough up
freaking
there.
desert for 17 years.
Yeah, I like it.
You're not even real Snake.
Yep, you're fake Snake.
Garbage. Not garbage. I have mixed emotions about Metal Gear Solid 5. Should you change Nick number 1 to Anthem or Destiny? If it was Anthem, that'd be very impressive. Be very optimistic for Nick.
I am like my optimism meter for Anthem is now at a 2 out of 10. It was at a 7, a -7 before, so it's risen quite a bit.
But yeah, I love Dragon's Dogma. I want to do another playthrough of it soon.
Mm-hmm.
A very, very, very good game. Very underrated game.
Oh yeah.
It's a Capcom game, and they use the same engine as Monster Hunter World. It's basically if you combined Shadow of the Colossus with...
You gain respect for me? What do you mean? How did I just gain respect for that?
Don't question it, you lose it.
I just have to, because I'm confused.
Yeah. You combined... It's tougher. It's a tougher game. It's got the climbing mechanics of Shadow of the Colossus, so you can climb on bosses. It's just so good. Anyone who hasn't played Dragon's Dogma, play it. It's fantastic.
Really? My choices of games aren't suspect all the time.
The Resident Evil, it looks really good, Gil. I'm really looking forward to playing it after
Also, you still have to play Skyrim
finish
again.
Kingdom Hearts 3. I do. It's on the list. I want to replay Dragon's Dogma. I want to replay Skyrim. Before the next Dragon Age game is out, I want to play through Inquisition completely on stream, because I have the Game of the Year edition. I've never played the DLC, but evidently the DLC really helps boost, because it boosts the main story and helps transition it into the next one. So I want to go through just so I can play those for the first time. I got stuff on my plate.
Yep. Hey, Unturned is bad in terms of survival game, but it's still fun.
But yeah, time to reveal our number one.
Number 1, which I'm pretty sure is tied.
That's right. It's Monster Hunter World
Hunter
for the both of us.
I was gonna come over there and stab you with my pen if it was.
Kidding me? This was decided by the time we played it. It was the
know.
first game of the year, and it never got better.
It's gonna get better pretty soon.
I'm just saying, Monster Hunter World came out like the first or second week of 2018, and it couldn't be beat.
Gil. I helped you on some of your armors.
Oh, here's Kagoda's top 5. Dead Cells, Gungeon, Earth Defense Force 5, which I want to play still. Ace Combat 7, interesting. Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. Oh, it's an interesting top 5, Kagoda.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The new Super Mario Bros.
Right, save yourself, Kagoda. No more sushi for you. But yeah, this game was another big community game for us, really.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's how we got Lego into here. We got Gil. We got Sky. We got a bunch of people into this game.
We had a huge guild, and then it just dwindled down because the game kicked people out. So if you want to get back into the guild, tell us, and we'll get you back into the guild and David's thing, and we'll get you all back in. If you were kicked out, tell us.
That's what I hear, Gil. But yeah, you know, I've been going through my list, and I was talking about how I had all these hour counts. You know, I was like, 40 hours and 70-something hours. Then we get to Monster Hunter World, and I have literally over 300 hours into this game.
Yeah.
I literally have hundreds and hundreds of hours in this game.
Mm-hmm.
We played literally 40 hours of the beta.
Yep.
This game is great.
And
it's exactly what Monster Hunter needed.
PC.
Oh, yeah. Whatever, Gabe Gad. It's in your top 5. You can't boo it. It is better than Generations Ultimate.
Generation Ultimate is also a re-release.
Bam. Burn.
It can't be counted on this list.
But, man, what a game. It's the perfect entry point. It updated itself and improved itself in so many ways, especially in quality of life.
Except
It's
for the big boss that was crossovered.
Behemoth is the biggest disappointment of the game, for sure.
We don't talk about him. We don't call him.
Good night, Skirm. I'm glad you have closure. Thank you for hanging. Oh yeah. Beating Nergi in the beta was
oh my
great.
God.
It was like
we
cocaine.
We all thought we didn't make it, but then we made it. It was so amazing. We have it clipped too.
I have uploaded more Monster Hunter on YouTube than any other game because I've been. Oh yeah. I mean, I have so much time in that game. But yeah, it's the perfect hopping on point. It's just so smooth and buttery.
Oh yeah.
The weapons all feel great. They've added new moves that make everything just feel awesome. Viable. Yeah. Everything is viable. Everything's fun.
I've heard that like all the guns have gotten worse. But yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
They were but
yeah, I don't know. Great monster designs.
I remember that. That nearly killed me.
Yeah, I've still killed Behemoth with one skill. I've killed it once. Frickin' Teostra. Oh my god.
Teostra nearly killed me.
Yo, Toasty.
That's how much I was
just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Oh my god.
I can't believe I did that. It was just so cool.
Right, for sure, Tekken. Yeah. Great monster designs. Great. The world designs were fantastic. A big upgrade.
Can't wait for
how
the Iceborne.
Intricate they all were. Yeah, Iceborne's going to be fantastic. And we do count expansions, by the way, for top 5 lists.
Oh yeah,
because they're not like they're not iterative like DLC is. They're big content patches.
Yeah.
So Iceborne will be a contender for next year's top 5.
Yeah.
The beta was great, Gil. That was the last time people were like, I had like 40 plus people watching.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty cool. But yeah, the worlds are so like each map is so intricate and well thought out and creative, and just there's so much to this game that is so great and so involved.
There's some nitpicking I can do that on like the guild system.
Mm-hmm.
That is a pain in the ass to deal with because there's only one person that can invite people. And the fact that they kicked out everyone if they weren't playing.
They did patch it, though.
Yeah, they patched it after everyone pretty much left.
Yep, exactly, Tekken. Yep. Iceborne will be the G-Rank install. They're bringing back Nargacuga. They're bringing in some new monsters. I hope they bring in Gammoth. He should be the intro ice monster. I love Gammoth.
Let's see.
They brought us Poof Bat.
Poof Bat.
Freaking Poof Bat. That's all I can say. Poof Bat.
Poof Bat's awesome. I can't believe they censored Poof Bat.
I know. Lords of the Poof.
Yep. But yeah. Do you have anything that you can nitpick?
On Monster Hunter, I wasn't even done complimenting it.
I have to.
Oh man, it's been so long since I've played.
Not for me.
Been a couple months.
I can nitpick on the weapons a little bit.
The weapon designs could be more varied, like in the older games. I see what they were going for, but I'd like more variety for the weapons designs.
But I also have to nitpick the way that we upgrade them.
Yo, you don't like the tree?
I kind of like the tree, but I don't as well. Like, it was a good concept, but I don't think it was properly done. There wasn't a lot of like places where you could jump into the tree with new things. Where I think they would be.
I feel ya.
Also, the arena having its own weapon kind of annoyed me.
Well, you know, that is what it is. You know, it's meant to be a challenge, so.
The Palicos were awesome.
Love the cooking cat cutscenes.
Another thing I missed. the way to make well done meat without
Yeah.
like in Monster Hunter 4, the giant cooking stick that
So
you can cook
tasty.
4 of them, not 4, 10 of
Mhm.
them at one time.
Yeah.
Though in this one, I kind of started favoring rations more than I favored well done, just because of how
Game
quick
God
you
never
eat 'em.
played Behemoth. Game God doesn't understand the pain.
Don't do it, Game God. Save yourself the heart wreck.
You'd have to
Right.
solo it too, since
Yeah.
he doesn't play multiplayer.
We're not doing it. There's no one that's going to help you. No one's going to help you in terms of things because you can't trust anyone in randoms.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the online stuff could be better. I mean, I see what they're trying to do. It's better than how it is on 3DS. So.
Oh yeah, it was way better. I feel like the bottom area kind of is wasted in terms of like how vast it is, and they didn't like let you have people wandering around that. It would have been really cool because it's on the system that you can actually see people going in, like just having like a local party of it, going to your weapon workshop, going to the cat, and see him cook. That would have been really cool.
Yeah.
I kind of missed that.
I'm sure it was just for making it run smoothly,
thing is,
honestly.
They have 4 seats at the table, and it looks like it seats a full party.
I'm sure they were playing with it. I just think it probably was just going to make the game run too poopy. So they just went with having it all in one spot.
Another picky thing, I said this before to you about the NPCs that are wandering around. I kind of wish like anyone that you met in the world, like from like the card, was imported into the single player like area to make it feel a little bit better, instead of them just sticking with one weapon set and stuff. So you always see like new people walking around there, kind of like how we see palicos in the wild.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think it would have been that hard for that part of it. It might have like added like 2 seconds to the loading screen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really mind because we kind of had it worked out ourselves, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like if you're in like a voice chat, then it's never really a pain.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like some people made it a bigger issue than it was.
Or the communication?
Just for the whole guild hall and everything. Like they made it sound like, oh, it's making multiplayer unplayable. I'm like, what? No, it's pretty simple still.
It's very simple, literally.
I mean, they do have that on the Monster Hunter MMO guild. They have some Elder Dragons where you literally have like 16 people fighting the thing at the same time because it's so huge.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see how they could do it. Because Goldie was an interesting experiment. I'll say that.
That was the perfect... That's how you do the behemoth. That's how you should have done the behemoth fight. That's
the only thing I don't like about Goldie, though, is the randomized weapons. I would have preferred just like a dedicated weapon set. But I see... It was interesting that they tried that.
Yeah.
I like that they're trying, you know? They're doing some different stuff.
Yeah, they tried something new, and it kind of worked.
I always wanted to try the Tonfa Kagura. I've never been able to. I'd like to try.
It's an online only, I think, if I remember right.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we've talked and covered this game so much. It's funny trying to come back and like just try to sum it up. Like I had trouble summing up Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but I've put so much more time. I'm pretty sure I've put more time into Monster Hunter than I have than all the other games combined. So.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this year.
Yeah. Pretty sure.
Do you think you could do it, Gil?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's just great. I'm really proud of Capcom for being able to step up and make this successful, easy to pick up game that used to be so hard for people to get into with such a learning curve. And now it's like they're one of their most successful games of all time.
Yep.
And now it's just going to give them more money to do more content updates like Iceborne, and it's just going to grow and become even more awesome, and we get to enjoy the whole ride. And I can't wait to put another 100 hours into the game.
What are you talking about, David?
At least. At least.
We're gonna put at least 300 hours into Iceborne.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited. But, yeah. It's not fair to 2018 that the best game came out right away.
Yeah, that's what we got last year. The year before that. Literally, the 2 best games.
Yeah. Yeah, because, I mean, Breath of the Wild, for me, came out right at the beginning of the year, too. For the year before. So...
And Horizon Zero Dawn for me.
Yeah,
literally,
they're just dropping these games out.
Oh, there's the game of the year. Nothing beat it.
They got a full 3-day marathon, Kagura? Oh, man. I mean, I do have vacation time, so I could, but we'll see.
So much.
Exactly, Gil. And now it's like it's accessible to everybody, because now they're going to have Monster Hunter World and this mainline series, and then they're going to have their secondary teams still coming out with Monster Hunter games for the Switch and stuff. So we're going to have plenty of Monster Hunter coming out.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to have the portable crowd with the less intensive engine and stuff, and then you're going to have the mainline series, because they do consider Monster Hunter World to be Monster Hunter 5. So...
Yep.
It's a great time to hop on and become a Monster Hunter fan, basically, because there's going to be a lot more of it, and we are going to be here to co-op it, so the Lords of Poof will be going on for years and years to come.
Oh yeah, the Lords of Poof will forever be around now.
Oh yeah. I feel you, Tekken. That's one of those things where I never really had the issue, though, because I never really... Since I streamed all of it, and we have the community and the channel and stuff, I was always playing with people, you know, that I knew, so it never became an issue, but randoms can be a pain in the dick, for sure.
Also, we do have to...
that would be cool, Kagura, for sure.
We have to look at the one odd fish in the room, the fact that they started to bring in hard for the sake of hard. In terms of monsters.
Oh, what, Tempereds?
Yeah.
Yeah. I see what they're trying to do. I mean, because imagine if they weren't in there and people would be like, oh, this game's so easy. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't understand why they shouldn't have just...
I don't mind. It's them trying.
Yeah.
It'll be fun to see how they... if G-Rank will just be, like, just fighting a bunch of Tempereds, you know what I mean?
I hope not.
Just, like, difficulty-wise, but...
Yeah, in terms of difficulty, but I don't want to have to deal with monsters
hey, Shigaro. Welcome in.
Not only are difficult, but also have... They don't get flashed anymore after a certain amount of times, even though technically they should still.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, though, I've never really been bothered by the Tempereds just because they're there if you want to fight them.
Yeah.
Because, like, for some people that hate themselves, there's tempered extreme behemoth.
Dear Lord,
So, you know, it's there for people, but it's not mandatory, so I'm totally cool with it.
Yeah.
By the way, shout out to one of my new favorite monsters, Bagel. Good old basil goose juice. Love that thing.
Basil?
By the way,
I thought you were
the musical
Gama.
Brodogama's great. He's a bro.
He's a bro.
But if I had to go top, I'd say Basil Goose is my new favorite of the game, followed by Poof Bat, then Brodo.
What about Flash Bro?
Flash Bro's just a bro. Nurgi is real cool too, Gil. I really like his fight. He's a very cool concept too. He makes great stuff.
For me, Nurgi is the top monster.
That's a good choice. It's a great choice.
I like at the beginning we were all scared of Nurgi, and now I'm not afraid.
Oh, he's a little bish.
He was a little bish, but now we literally can all solo him.
Yeah.
Even with multiplayer help, we can all solo him.
Puki is cool. Legiana is really cool. Like I said, it's a really solid set of monsters.
Wasn't this like most of these were all new monsters, weren't they?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Except for like Rathalos and Rathian.
They brought back some oldies, but yeah. Infield Portray. What's the your favorite is Legiana? I mean, it's a good choice.
Legiana's
really cool. A pretty monster. Makes cool stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
It is really cool that he eats elder dragons. Yeah. It's a great little lore thing to really like add to the stakes. It's like he just eats off of stuff. Urigan, nice.
Devil Joe.
Yeah.
Devil Joe's entrance.
Death Pickle.
The Death Pickle.
He still makes all the best stuff. Freaking Death Pickle.
Yeah, did we see him fight
Good old
Nergi? I don't
Jalen,
remember.
yeah. Death Pickle versus Nurgi? I don't think so. I don't think they put them on the same map.
Yeah.
Kirin and Nargacuga. Well, Kagura, they're adding Nargacuga in the Iceborne expansion, so...
Mm-hmm.
There you go. You can dress like a ninja stripper all you want. But yeah. Just a fantastic game. I mean, I still like Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate more.
Mm-hmm.
But, like I said, I can't judge Monster Hunter World until we get Iceborne. Because then it's got a G rank just like 4 Ultimate does.
Yeah. And this is...
Then I can judge it appropriately.
Yeah, this is going to be...
Completely.
It's actually going to be a year after. It's technically going to be about a year after.
So, I mean, I'm... Tempered Pickle. Good old Tempered Pickle. But yeah, I'm just happy that this game finally made Lance fun for me. I'm so happy. Because now I can bounce between Lance and Hammer.
Like, everything was so
I'll probably choose a new one next game. You know, honestly, next time they do a full release, they're probably going to do a new weapon. Or bring over a weapon. So.
I might, like, purposefully limit myself to bow next time.
Yeah, I mean, that's the great thing about the game, is like everything's viable, everything's fun, so you can mix it up. It's cool. I'm excited to see all the different hammers and lances I get to make with Iceborne.
Oh, yeah.
So. Gun Lance is great.
Oh my god, we had so much fun with Gun Lance.
It's super OP.
We had 4 people with Gun Lances one time.
Yeah.
I remember that. We
If you want easy mode, just have 4 people with Gun Lances.
It was so
I feel like it's a different taste, Tekken. If you're going for Lance, I feel like it's a different... You're going in with different expectations with Lance than Gun Lance, for sure. I just love that...
burst.
Yeah, Gun Lance is like just pure raw damage, where Lance is more about defense, and it's a lot more... There's a lot more movement in Lance than it appears, which I really like.
Yeah.
Because it guards really well, it can reach tails and other places really high really easily.
Yeah.
If you get the rhythm of it, you can keep poking and moving. They finally added a front dodge. That was the big thing for me. Is they finally
and
added
the charge.
Yeah. Charge is a lot of fun. Right? Me too, Gil. I'm such a happy little parent. But yeah, I'm really excited to just hop in with the community with Gil and Lego. Well, if Lego picks up, I don't know if he will, but with Gil and Sky and you and everybody else that wants to get it, hop in. Like we never left and just fight new stuff.
No, it's going to be an adjustment period of us. Like, oh right, this is how are we supposed to play this again?
Oh yeah, it'll be us getting our butt kicked. Yeah.
Then we crush.
But then we'll be okay. Let's see. Kona says she had to play bow and heavy bow gun now because random keep playing others. Only switch to hammer because some random don't play it correctly. Yeah. You really gotta know what you're doing as a gunner, otherwise it gets real annoying.
Yeah.
Especially with slicing shots.
It's not slicing shots. It's the cluster bombs that are the pain.
Those two.
Those are the worst.
You really gotta know what you're doing as a gunner, otherwise it's just such a pain to the whole party. Gil OMG'd.
I think he's remembering his size.
Yeah, probably.
Attack on everyone.
It's like, Sai, please. No, not yet, Shigaru. I want to. I just need to find time to.
I thought you played one of them. Yakuza.
Not yet. I played Shenmue.
Oh yeah, Shenmue. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the pre-nerf slicing shots. Yeah, were ridiculous. No, but yeah, I bought Gravity Rush 2 on sale a month or two ago. Now I'm waiting for Gravity Rush 1 to go on sale. Once that's really cheap, we're going to be playing both of those in a row. So, there's Lego.
Here, after all, when we're talking about the last one of our... we're still
Kiwami 2 is fun, Shigaru. Yeah, I streamed Kiwami 2. It's very enjoyable. Very fun game. Yeah, thank God they nerfed it. It was really needed. It's too broken.
No, now they have
Yeah.
to rebalance it so that the guns are actually viable.
Good again. Yeah. But yeah, once we get Gravity Rush 1, I'm going to be doing Gravity Rush 1 and 2 in a row. So we can finally play both of those. So
Yeah.
had a huge hitbox. Yeah, it was a huge pain in the dick, for sure. But yeah. Easily my number 1 pick.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we got to go back. Is there anything else
Lego.
that we forgot of that was annoying to us about Monster Hunter? Besides
Not really. I mean,
the creepy handler.
yeah, I don't think so. Monster
you
Hunter World
miss
was just a blast.
Transfiguration. So you can like keep your outfit look.
See, I've never been a big transmog guy. Like, I don't know. I
You're
feel
a
like
fashion hunter, David. I feel like you would do a ton more than you realize.
But here's the deal with Monster Hunter. Their progression is you get cooler stuff the further you get in. So if I like an armor set, I'll keep it and save it. But they always added something cooler, so I always upgraded to that.
Also, I was kind of sad.
Oh, yeah. Gil found it. The crown RNG. I'd have the platinum trophy right now if we didn't have to get crowns based on RNG.
Fuck, I forgot about that.
Pierce is pretty sweet, Tekken. Yeah, Pierce is the best for guns. Your waffles are floppy? What does that mean, Lego?
They're floppy waffles.
Now I'm hungry.
No, I am too, but I can make some ramen. Probably
Food.
going to after this.
Food. Food! Yeah.
Is
Nick?
there anything else that we can think of Monster Hunter World?
I don't know. I'm just pumped for Iceborne.
Yeah.
Just really hats off to Capcom
Oh!
for not only releasing such a great game, but
I
for
remember
consistently updating it all year long.
I remember something that we both hate, and we completely forgot about it.
What?
We cannot watch cutscenes together.
Yeah, that's a slight one.
That was a big one, because that cut off co-oping so many times. Because they would have to...
Yeah, but it was quick. You know what I mean?
It was annoying.
Like, I feel like a lot of people made that out to be way too big of a deal than it was.
Yeah. But when you're trying
Like, you literally just go in, watch the cutscene, and you're good. Like, I can see it being kind of annoying, but not nearly the level people made it out to be.
For PC, it's literally like 2 seconds of loading. But for like PS4, it's a lot worse. I can see them being annoyed with it a lot more.
Yeah. Gil. Nick, eat healthier. You aren't in college. Eat some eggs.
I could put egg in ramen.
Yeah. Don't hurt yourself anymore, Crocodile.
Yeah,
No more
please don't.
This is for you. No more wasabi.
I felt really sorry about that. I was like, oh no.
But, yeah. Nick, what is the number 1 game you're looking forward to in 2019?
Oh, jeez.
That's right. Yeah, we gotta talk about the future.
Future game. I don't even know what's coming out this year. Really.
Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, Neo 2, Ghosts of Tsushima, Resident Evil 2, Kingdom Hearts 3. Let me see.
Yeah, I have to look it up. Like, look up things.
The new Pokemon.
Pokemon is definitely one I'm looking forward to. Psychonauts 2.
Psychonauts 2.
Another Fire Emblem game.
New Animal Crossing. People are guessing. Jump Force is going to be a lot of fun.
I am at a 3% of a hype scale from a -7 for Anthem.
Dying Light 2.
Dying Light 2, yeah. The Division 2, I kind of want to see what happens with it. I'm not gonna buy it right away, but I want to see what happens with it.
Yeah, Code Vein should be cool, Shigaro. Ultimate Alliance 3.
Skull and Bones.
What's up, Bark the Wolf? Fire away.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, Shenmue 3. Rage 2.
Yeah, Rage 2.
Days Gone. On Medieval Arc? Well, I've only played it when I was on PS1. But I remember having a good time with it. It's cool that they're doing like a remake.
Also, can we please
Skull and Bones.
get a re-release of the Pokemon games of Diamond and Pearl?
Oh, I hope so. I love
Please.
4th Gen.
That's
Doom Eternal. That's right, Doom Eternal.
Doom Eternal.
Devil May Cry 5. Skull and Bones should be interesting. I hope it's good.
Yeah, I mean they got the combat down. It's just
And there's a
what
Kraken
else
in
is it
there.
gonna be? Because
There's a lot of... What I like is there's a lot of, like, upgrades and customization and stuff for ships.
yeah. But the thing is,
That should be cool.
what's the other substance? That's what I have to ask.
Well, we gotta find out. There's
Yeah.
a campaign mode, so that's good at least. You know what, Gil? Give me a Dino Crisis remake so I can finally play that game. I just want Resident Evil with dinosaurs. Who knows, Ark? Hopefully. Shenmue 1 is an interesting mess, Tekken. For sure. Diddy
Actually,
Kong Racing remake?
is that what I'm thinking it is? One sec, I gotta check something.
Yeah, we're definitely playing, off the top of my head, guys, we're going to be playing Kingdom Hearts 3, we're eventually going to be playing Resident Evil 2. I will be playing Rage 2, I will be playing Sekiro, I'll be playing Jump Force, Dying Light 2, probably Skull and Bones, depending on where it lands. Be definitely playing Ghost of Tsushima. I'm on the fence about Death Stranding. And I will be playing Neo 2, depending on when it comes out. And I'm hoping Ooblets comes out this year for the PS4. That'd be cool. Or PC. I probably run on PC. But yeah, lots of good stuff to play.
I also have to mention this because of Subnautica. Did you ever play the game Natural Selection 2 on PC?
Yes, I think.
Those two games are connected.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, it's the same infection.
Okay. That's cool.
An advanced version. There's some theories that say that the player brings it out, but they're wrong. Like completely wrong, because the fact that if you read the things from the aliens,
Mm-hmm.
they brought the infection here to study it.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
But yeah, I never got to play Dino Crisis. I was too young back in the day. So it'd be cool to take the... Imagine fighting like raptors and stuff, how creepy they'd be in the new Resident Evil engine.
Oh yeah.
Just saying. Be pretty freaking creepy. Raptors are super scary.
Mm-hmm.
They're super intense. But imagine trying to take those things down in the modern engine.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, God Eater 3 is coming out. I can see Nick playing that.
Oh yeah. We might co-op that.
Yeah. But yeah, lots of good stuff coming out, so it'll be fun to see how the year turns out.
Oh yeah.
Super solid year though for this year, so it'll be fun to see if it can keep up the pace. I think it can.
I'm worried that it might not, but we also are looking at the indie games that are going to fill in the gaps.
Yeah, and plus Monster Hunter Iceborne. I mean,
Yeah,
if anything, we get that. So
and we don't know when Sub-Zero for Subnautica is going to come out.
officially, yeah, we have no idea. It's probably not even this year.
It could be this year. We don't know.
I'm really doubting. There's just not a big enough studio for it.
Yeah, they've been growing.
Yeah, but you know, even AAA studios take 1 to 2 years to make things.
Yeah.
So
But it's like Call of Duty with building off the old engine, since it is the same water exploration. It means a few different things that they have to add in. So we'll have to see. I'm hoping for a few good party games this year.
Let's see.
I'm hoping for another Moonlighter, in all honesty.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, that would be really dope.
Let's see. Oh, Metro Exodus for those who are interested. Some Russian Fallout.
Oh, can we not say what we all want from Bethesda? Fallout 3.
Oh, remaster?
The remaster.
I wish. I'd be so happy. For those who's pumped for Crackdown 3.
Is it really gonna come out?
I don't care.
Like that, I have
Dead
to
or
ask
Alive
that.
6,
I
2019.
have to ask that because of how many times it's not come out.
Far Cry New Dawn.
Could be pretty good.
The new Ori.
Skyrim 2?
Gears 5.
Oh, also
Ooh, Luigi's Mansion 3.
Something we passed at Northtown. There's actually a virtual reality center there.
Yeah, I know. I've seen it a couple times.
I actually went up to look at the prices for it. It's actually pretty good.
And VR. Bleh.
That's why you try it there, so you don't have to pay for it.
Not if I have to pay for it.
Well, you're paying for hours in terms of paying for like a $500, more than $500 thing.
New Yoshi game. Sonic Racing.
Yeah. No, Sonic's kind of dead, so I'm not.
Let's see. Wargroove we'll be playing. That's coming out soon. It's basically Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
It's basically I'm forgetting it. The war one. It's like Fire Emblem, but with the tanks and stuff that I like a lot.
I don't know. I don't remember that name. I remember it, but I don't remember the name of it.
Yeah, it's Advanced Wars. It's like Advanced Wars, but with a Fire Emblem skin. So, Nick, you would like that too.
Yeah.
And there's a map creator, so you can create your own missions and stuff for other people to play.
Also, I agree with you, Game God. Xbox
One Piece World Seeker looks kind of good too. The new Catherine game, the remake coming out with the extra Catherine is coming out. Toe Jam and Earl. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. For those who like Tropico 6. Sea of Solitude looked really cool. It's that indie game. Well, yeah. Lots of good stuff to come out.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. But yeah, I am starving, so we are going to wrap this up.
Yeah, I need food.
Also, I need to continue really fun game. Cool. Yeah, take a look at it. No horror. Resident Evil seems to be the big one, but not a big year for horror so far, unless we get more announcements. But it's the beginning of the year, Kagura, so we're probably gonna get.
There's probably gonna be some indies.
Yeah, like I said, that's not really counting any indies, but
yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys for joining us for our top 5
3-hour discussion.
End of the year discussion thing. I'm always really enjoying this because it lets us take a look back on the year. You know, it was a big year for me because looking through this, just to see all the cool games we got to play, all the cool people we got to meet. I mean, within the same year, I met Bloodborne, and now I'm engaged. And she's become a big part of the channel. Channel waifu. But yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward to seeing all the cool games we're going to be doing this next year, and all the new people become part of the community. And yeah, so I'm really looking forward to 2019, guys. And thank you so much for being part of the channel and the community and engaging with us daily. And super thankful for you.
Thanks for dropping by both the streams when we do it.
Yeah. It's a great hobby to have for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I hope so too, Gil. I just gotta show some more cleavage. Bing, 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 bing.
So white.
I know. Ah! I'll be there, Chicago. Tip me money. Followers now. Yeah. Long time, Game God. This April it'll be 3 years, I think. So it's pretty crazy. Ow.
I threw a penny at you.
My beans.
It's all I have.
Thanks for the tip.
And it's all I have.
I don't know. Yeah, guys. Guess we're gonna call it here. Keep my tentacool. I will, Kagura.
It's your fault, David.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
We already have so many clips. I'm very happy of all the clips I made in my last Subnautica stream, by the way.
I had 3 clips all at one day.
We do still have pennies. Alrighty. So, like I said, for those who don't know, I'm going to be on at 10 p.m. tomorrow night, and we're going to be starting Kingdom Hearts 3. Comes out tomorrow night, so I'll go to the 9 o'clock release, pick it up, and then I'll come back here, get it installed, eat something, and then we'll get started.
I will most likely be taking the day off while I watch and sleep.
I would say I'm pretty sure the Toy Story world is one of the earlier worlds, so we should be seeing it pretty quick.
Because you want to know something funny?
Huh.
I have 0 hours of sleep in the last 24 hours.
Go to bed, Nick.
I am going to crash soon.
Go to bed, Nick!
I'm going to after
We
I
now know
get
your
there.
top 5. Get out of here!
Woohoo!
Alright, well, I hope you enjoy it. Kagura, Monsters Inc. Yeah, that'll be cool. But yeah, hopefully you all enjoy, and I'll make sure to upload this for anyone who missed it. And
Everyone that
Yeah.
missed it.
here's to exciting 2019! Woo!
2019, where we probably do a D&D night. Eventually. No. I gotta figure it out.
We'll work it out.
I'll figure it out for this new community.
Alrighty.
It's something.
Bye-bye.
Unlocked.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.